Shavuot starts this Thursday evening, May 21st, and in Israel, people stay up all night. I'm Inbal. I'm a born and raised Israeli. I've been simplifying Hebrew for English speakers for years, and today I'm taking you inside what Shavuot actually looks and feels like in Israel, in the Hebrew that is at the heart of it all. Let's start with the name, because in Hebrew, holiday names usually tell you exactly what they are. Shavuot means weeks, week in plural, weeks. Shavuot, Shavuot, weeks. So when you know how to say this holiday, Shavuot, you also know how to say weeks in modern conversational Hebrew. Super useful. Shavuot falls one day after the completion of Sfirat HaOmer, the counting of the Omer. If you are new around here and you didn't watch my previous videos, the counting of the Omer, the Omer count, is 49 days, 7 weeks of counting from Passover, Pesach, to Shavuot. And on the 50th day, Shavuot, the holiday, arrives. So Shavuot, weeks, the holiday of weeks, named for the count that leads to it. Now let me take you inside what Shavuot actually looks like in Israel. If you have friends or family in a kibbutz or in a moshav, I will explain both in a second. Shavuot is the day you go. You get in the car the day of and you drive there. Kibbutz is a term that many English speakers know. What is a kibbutz? It is a communal village where land, income, and resources are collectively owned and shared. A moshav is a rural community where each family runs their own private farm or owns their own private land independently while sharing resources, mutual support, and communal management. In singular, kibbutz; in plural, kibbutzim; in singular, moshav; in plural, moshavim. In many kibbutzim and moshavim, the plural form of kibbutz and moshav, the whole community gathers on Shavuot for a full day. Fun activities, children performing, food everywhere, and we'll talk about the food for Shavuot in a second. People dress in white, levan, the color white, levan, white shirts, white dresses, white everywhere, including the food. And at the heart of it all, tekes bikurim. Tekes bikurim, the first harvest ceremony. Tekes is ceremony, bikurim is the first of the harvest. The tradition goes back to the Bible. Jewish people would make a pilgrimage to the temple in Jerusalem city, carrying baskets of their fruit and harvest as an offering. Today, in kibbutzim and moshavim across Israel, the ceremony lives in a completely Israeli way. Songs, folk dancing, tractor parades showing off this year's harvest, displays of crops, and the moment everyone waits for, the babies born that year are brought up on stage and presented to the whole community. The first fruit of the year, the newest lives. In Tel Aviv this year, 2026, they gave each baby a certificate signed by the mayor. And then there is what happens not the date of, the night before. Tikkun Leil Shavuot. Tikkun is actually a very important word in Hebrew. It means repair or correction. In everyday Hebrew, you will hear it for the most practical things: fixing a faucet, patching a hole, repairing the roof. But the same word is also used in a different context where it carries something much deeper, an emotional correction, something that heals what was once broken. You may already know, or at least heard, of the term tikkun olam, repairing the world, one of the central missions of the Jewish people as a group. Tikkun olam, repairing the world. That is tikkun. The same word fixes your roof and repairs the world. Leil is the night of. Tikkun Leil Shavuot is the tradition of staying up all night studying the Torah, to repair something in yourself through learning. Some would call it self-growth, development, and in Tel Aviv today, and for many years, Tikkun Leil Shavuot is for everyone, not only for the religious who study Torah all night. And personally, it is one of the nights I miss most about Tel Aviv. It is pure magic. Every year, there are all-night events at museums across town, lectures spread all over the city, all centered around learning, growing, expanding your mind. So on Leil Shavuot, you will see people walking the streets of Tel Aviv at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 a.m., moving from event to event, from conversation to conversation. And yes, Tel Aviv is a city that never sleeps in general. But this is different. These are not people going out to party. These are people going somewhere with intention, with curiosity, with a purpose of self-growth and tikkun olam. It's like the whole city is awake and moving towards something better. And as you walk from one place to the other, no matter what time at night, you see the lights on inside every synagogue and you hear the people reading the scroll out loud. So the city has something for everyone. Now let's talk about the food, because Shavuot without the food is not Shavuot, at least in modern times. Everything on the table in Shavuot is dairy. Dairy products is mutzarei chalav. Mutzarei chalav, products of milk, of dairy. Mutzarei chalav. White is the dominant color on the table in Shavuot, and at the center of it all is the cheesecake. Ugat gvina, cheesecake. Uga is cake, gvina is cheese, any kind of cheese, and uga changes to ugat when we have a construct state of cheesecake, cake of cheese. Uga changes to ugat, ugat gvina, and you master construct states inside Practically Speaking Hebrew, my conversational course. If someone invites you for a Shavuot, bring cheesecake. You will be welcome forever. Every Sunday, I take you inside Israeli life and teach you the Hebrew that lives there, the streets, the holidays, the culture, the language behind all of it. If this is the Hebrew you want, subscribe right now if you haven't already, so you don't miss a single video. Shavuot starts Thursday evening. If you're in Israel, go to the all-night events in Tel Aviv. And the next day, the day of the holiday, go to a kibbutz. Eat as much cheesecake as you possibly can. And if Hebrew is what you want to understand, not just the words, but how to do it yourself, how to stand on your own, really understanding what people are saying, speak with locals, like a local, read, write, enjoying real clarity and confidence in Hebrew, that is exactly what my programs are built for. Hebrew 1, 2, and 3 complete all your reading and writing skills in both modern and biblical Hebrew, and Practically Speaking Hebrew allows you to speak as well as understand anything you hear and anything that you read. But you don't have to know the letters in order to master speaking and understanding. Both my programs are in the links right below this video. Chag Shavuot Sameach, happy Shavuot, and I will see you next Sunday.